Hi, thanks for staying with us. I'm Jenny Groh, and it's time for our weekly Adopt a Pet segment. Rita Hart with the Humane Society of St. Lucie County is here, and she has with her Maizie.
Hi, Jenny.
Thanks, girls, for stopping by.
Oh, we'd love to come by. It's always a great time, and actually a successful time, too,
Good.
because we continue with our 100% succession in adoption rates, and we credit your show for that.
And
so,
every animal that's been on the show has been adopted.
every one of them.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's good news.
All right, well, let's get Maizie adopted. Tell us about her.
Well, Maizie is a sweet little terrier mix, and she came into the shelter through animal control, but animal control was handed Maizie and 3 beautiful little terrier mix puppies by the owner. So in essence, it was an owner turn-in, as we call it, but brought in through animal control. So Maizie was in our quarantine building for a little while with her puppies.
Okay.
And they were all checked out, found to be perfectly healthy, temperament tested, and as you can see, showed us that they were very sweet dogs. So she's only about a year old.
Okay.
Her puppies, as they often are, were adopted very, very quickly.
Right.
So Maizie is still with us and available for adoption. I don't know if your camera will pick it up, she still has some stitches in. She was spayed recently, but is really good to go at any time and into her, what I hope will be a true forever home.
Absolutely, absolutely. She seems very sweet. And will she get much bigger, you think?
No, this is about the size that she'll get. As I said, she's a terrier mix. Turn around so the cameras can see a baby girl.
I think she sees herself on TV.
And she just, very calm on the ride to the studio today, and sweet, and not barking. When I walk by her kennel at the shelter, she gets excited, but they all do. They want that attention, and once one starts barking, they all start barking. But she was really quiet on the ride down today, and walked beautifully on the leash. The kennel workers tell me she is very housebroken, so I know that's really important to a lot of prospective adopters. And so we always like to get that word out when we know it to be true.
So she would fit nice into a family with kids?
Yeah, she probably, I believe she's a level 2, which means kids 10 and older. And it's not because there's any worries about her around children, but sometimes young children get very excitable. I know my own daughter does around small dogs, and tend to want to grab them and pick them up,
like they're
jump on them.
Animals.
Exactly. So it's not always the best fit for the dog. Not so much for the children. So we think it would be better in a home with kids 10 and older, but or with a family, a retired couple, or a single person, or anybody that can give this little sweetheart a lot of attention.
And if anybody is interested in finding out more about Maizie, how do they do that?
Well, Maizie, there's information on our website, of course, and that's at hsslc.org. Also, they can come see her in person by visiting the shelter at 100 Savannah Road in Fort Pierce, and hopefully she'll find a forever home soon. If her picture's not on our website, that means she's been adopted. I like to tell people to keep an eye on that if they're looking for a particular breed or a particular size or what have you. Always check our website first, because as soon as a dog goes up for adoption, it's placed, or a cat, it's placed on our website, and as soon as the dog or cat is adopted, it comes off. That's not to say that the dog won't go to a forever home in the half hour it takes you to drive to the shelter, but that's the best method to try.
Well, wonderful. Well, hopefully someone will come by and check her out. What else is going on? I know that you guys are getting so close to the opening of the new shelter.
Absolutely, and we're so excited about it. The only reason we haven't announced a grand opening date yet is because we're waiting for one final inspection, and as soon as that happens, and we expect that to happen very soon, then we will announce a date for a grand opening. We will plan it for a Saturday so everybody can come out that might have to work, and they can take tours of the shelter, and we'll have some fun things going on that day. The shelter is on Glades Cutoff Road in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
The Fort Pierce facility, and this is important for people to know, will remain open.
Okay.
So both places will be open in the county, and we're excited about that because it allows us an opportunity to help more homeless animals in the community. The Port St. Lucie facility will be available for the PSL community.
Okay.
PSL Animal Control will bring the animals they pick up to that shelter.
Okay.
While the Fort Pierce facility will stay available for the northern part of the county.
Okay.
But the new facility is just beautiful. We even have what we're calling a sanctuary room, which is a beautiful room set aside for folks that bring their pets in who are at the end of their natural life and ask us to put the dogs down to put them out of their suffering.
Right.
We do offer that service, and we've now got a room for them in the new shelter where they can spend their last moments with their beloved pet.
Oh my.
I'm proud of that because I think it's a really nice feature, and I think the community will appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's such a tough time, and if there's anything you all can do to make it a little less tough.
Absolutely, and every one of us at the shelter has been through that, so we
Yeah.
understand how difficult that can be.
Right.
We have also, Jenny, there's a lot of naming rights still available at the shelter. People can purchase bricks to honor either a living pet or person, or one that's already passed, and have a brick in memory of that.
Okay.
And those bricks are currently going right up to the walkway of the front doors of the new shelter, so it's really nice. We have a gazebo that's available for naming. We have cat condos. We have a few dog kennels left, not many, but a few. And then we have a surgical center, and the surgical center is being called the Petco Surgical Wing because Petco has been very generous to us, financially and otherwise. But the rooms within that wing are available for naming.
Okay,
so
great.
if anybody is interested in knowing more or learning more, they're welcome to call me on my cell phone, and that number is 772-801-8564.
Okay.
Or to email me at ritahart@hsslc.org.
Okay, great, great. And if anybody wants more information, and definitely check back to the Humane Society's website to find out exactly when that opening is going to be, and any other information surrounding the opening.
Right, and I know you've always got our number and website at the bottom of the screen, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's also another avenue if people want more information.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us about that. And thanks, Maizie, for coming by. She's so excited still.
She's very
ready.
sweet. She's got such pretty eyes. I don't know if your camera can pick that up, but she's a
very
doll.
sweet.
So we'll let you know if she finds her forever home.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Take care. Rita Hart with the Humane Society of St. Lucie County. Thank you for being here. And we'll be right back after this message.